When the Leonard Fire Department first purchased fire truck 7692, they were looking for an upgrade. But what they didn't realize was that they were getting a piece of history. The truck was in service at a Washington, D.C. fire station on 9/11 and responded to the Pentagon when it was struck. Those who now ride in the truck in Leonard say they got chills when it was finally identified, and they feel honored having it in town.
It makes you feel really good to know that you're driving this truck. It's a piece of history, so it kind of makes you a part of the firemen that were actually there and responded.
The truck's prior D.C. owners gave the Leonard Fire Department a picture of it on 9/11 at the Pentagon, and the station says it knew right away it was a match because it has the same markings as the one in the picture. It's been 15 years now since the terrorists hijacked 4 passenger planes and crashed them into the World Trade Centers, the Pentagon, and a field in Pennsylvania. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop joins us this morning with more on that tragic day and what people here in the Valley remember.
Good morning, Lisa. September 11, 2001 was the deadliest attack on American soil. Memorials were held yesterday for nearly 3,000 people that lost their lives. Many people can remember exactly where they were and what they were doing when they heard the news of the attacks.
It feels like it was yesterday. I was thinking this can't be real.
Ehrenberg was an NDSU college student in 2001 and was sound asleep in the dorms.
My neighbor came pounding on the door and she came flying and she goes, "The Pentagon just got bombed." And I woke up, we turned on the TV, and just as the TV came on, the second plane hit the World Trade Centers.
Nick Jackson was a 15-year-old high school student, unaware that his country was under attack.
And somebody came into the class and said, "Hey, you guys got to turn the TV on," and turned it on, and we kind of watched the second plane hit. And I remember it being just crazy and unreal,
Jackson, along with others, say they remember the disbelief and fear they felt the day following the attack.
All the stories coming in constantly and still having to go day-to-day life. It was strange.
It was, I would say, an experience of could this really have happened? And questioning, what does this mean for our future?
Many people say they remember September 11th like it was yesterday.
Even though it seems so far away, it was still too close to home.
I myself remember coming home from school and hearing the news that a plane crashed just about 2 hours from my home in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and that my father, who worked in the healthcare industry, had to stay late at work, and I just wanted him home with me. Now, Lisa, what do you remember from that day?
Oh, yeah, I will never forget. I was already working in TV in Fargo at the time, but that morning I happened to be helping out at the local radio station group, and I was working on an FM station, and we all ran into the KFGO newsroom, and we were all watching it on TV, and I remember, I'll forever remember, he still works obviously in the business as well as in there, and I remember Don Haney saying, I can't say exactly some of the words he used, it said, we are being attacked, this is a terrorist attack, and it just, I was just glued to the TV, and I was trying to comprehend what was happening, and very emotional. Of course, that was very early in the morning, and then went on to cover the story as much as we could here in the Valley, Fargo, but of course it touched people here. You know, even like in your story, it was so far away and yet it was so close to all of us. So definitely a day none of us will forget. Ashley Bishop reporting live for us this morning. Thank you, Ashley.